Congratulations to Arsenal. You just beat Man United 2-0. I'm a little salty. I'm a little upset. A little annoyed. What can you really do? Congratulations, though. 3 points. I mean, Liverpool dropped points. Hey, yay. Whoop-de-doo. Conceding set pieces is not nice, but I suppose you could say fair play. Not much else to say in it.
We're back. We are back.
Yeah.
Well, we picked up 3 points.
That's crazy, isn't it? I didn't. I'm back down to 11th place. Some may say that's where you belong, but I can take positives. Yeah. Hooray. Let's get straight into it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Much I want to be salty and you don't want to hear tears and all that crap. I'm not that childish. Anyways, this is what we learned. Let's break this down, man. Right, let's go into the first half. You have to all be honest. Man United shaped frustrated Arsenal to the core. We're making you lot play to how we wanted, and I think Arsenal didn't know really how to really deal with it. If I'm being totally honest, I mean, it was a scare from a set piece, funny enough, where Partey should have scored in the first. You could even say maybe Declan Rice, but it was a deflection. Actually, that might have been the second half, if I'm being totally correct. This is how confusing it is. It was the second half. But regardless of all that, the first half was probably not the greatest to the eye of the mutual. Any rivals watching that game probably said this is absolutely dross. But to us, obviously, it isn't because we support those teams. So I was quite happy with that. And, I expected Arsenal to come out in the second half and to do bits. But, I thought Man United's shape was really good. I'm not going to say that we were absolutely amazing. I think United controlled the game in a sense where they did frustrate Arsenal. They did have moments, but it was really and truly, there was no attacking intent behind it, and it was pretty toothless in that regard. I think that's fair to say. I thought, there was probably more negatives to take than positives if you're an Arsenal fan, but getting 3 points is always the main positive, and really and truly, you can't play well every game. That's just what it is. But I thought Ødegaard, fair enough. I didn't really see him as much as the next. I thought it was going to be that right-hand side that was going to be devastating towards Man United, with Malacia there or Mazraoui. I thought they did a really good job. I thought Ugarte done a really good job as well on Ødegaard. But he's human after all. And you know what? His mind could be elsewhere. He's having a child, so big up to him. Firstborn, inshallah, I get mine one day. But we'll see. Ødegaard is human, and I thought it wasn't his best game. But who did look really good? And again, you lot should know by now, I like to pick out players that did do well and also, don't really get picked up by the media. Zinchenko. I thought he did really well. I think Dalot got into some positions where you'd be like, Zinchenko, where you at? There was some long passes from Bruno, and you're like, you could say, Zinchenko's their weakness. But I thought he filled in really well for Calafiori. And I said this in the last video as it goes, and on some of the lives. I think right now, Arsenal have found that inverted left back to be their main strength. Not doing it from the right area, doing it from the left area. I'll call it the Cucurella role. And I thought Zinchenko was quite detrimental in the way Arsenal were trying to operate as well, and trying to keep the ball and recycle it a little bit. And it was difficult to get through Man United in the middle. You had to go through out wide. Saka did get past Malacia once, but he was a good block in the end by Maguire. But other than that, it was really frustrating. And I thought Zinchenko, especially in the second half, other than the yellow card and he got taken off, obviously rotation and whatnot, it was quite good man management from Arteta. I thought, he's one to pick out. And, he's not really been in favour of, well, from my view anyways, of the Arsenal fan base. But I thought, if he's going to get back in the good books, this would probably be one of those games where you can say, I think Zinchenko could be useful once again. Another one that surprised me was Maguire. I thought Maguire would get pressed into oblivion. I thought he'd get found out in behind. And even when United did press up, nice high, so did Maguire. And I thought he did the role really well. And I thought I would pinpoint that. I'm not his biggest fan. I still think he needs to go. But can he be utilised and trusted going further forward? I think so, yes. I think he was really good. Some of his tackles, you could say even Martinelli got a nice block in when I think there was a bit of a cluster, a mess of crap going on in the middle, in the midfield, because no one could really get hold of it. But yeah, I thought Maguire deserves some flowers. It's a shame United lost, but in that manner. But like I said, I wouldn't get too mad to the point where if I can see something with United going further forward, even with this group, then fair play. Arsenal set pieces are just worldly, ain't they? I don't know how you deal with it. You think, even I thought, I'll be real. I thought Gabriel, yeah, he's out. We might have a chance. Like, really, we got Maguire and De Ligt. Doesn't matter. whatever's going on with this set piece coach, give him a raise. Yeah, you just won a game by set pieces. You're gonna get called Mikel Pulis. I'm gonna get annoyed and start calling that as well. To be fair, I'm trying to hold it together that little bit more. But every single set piece bar one corner was dangerous. Partey header coming off Saliba's backside, timber. And you know what? It's like they drive this wedge. Like you see these Arsenal players all at the back post waiting, and it all goes down this one area, and it comes in zipped, whether it's by Declan Rice or whether it's by Saka. It does not matter, right? They drive a wedge, and they're all in a straight line, and it pretty much just drives right through where any opposition player trying to get close gets bumped right out the way. And that's exactly what that was. I don't know how to stop it. I really don't know how other teams stop it. They're going to keep doing this season, and they're going to keep frustrating teams, shall I say, and players and fans and managers. Because unless you've got Konate and Van Dijk, I don't see how anyone else really stops it. It's such a good weapon, and it needs to be utilized a lot more, and it should do as well. I'm pretty sure Gabriel was sitting in the stands very, very happy watching that. And you know what? If you're the manager of that or watching as a fan, you don't care how you get the win. This was a must win for Arsenal. And you know what? It's annoying because I thought United could have maybe escaped with a draw. And don't get me wrong, I didn't believe, obviously, I don't believe myself. I expected to lose against Arsenal today. And in that manner, kind of makes it a little bit more sour. But, you know, if Liverpool drop points and you lot are gaining on them, fair enough. Let's make it a title race. Let's make it proper. Because I can't have them winning the league. Big up to Chelsea as well, by the way, for getting their win. Yeah. I watched all the games. It was mad. Like, we had 3 devices on plus the TV. It was just, but yeah, I hate losing, man. But anyways, yeah, man, fair play to Arsenal. If you're going to utilize that as a weapon, if that gets you up the league in games you're not going to play so well because you can't get a foothold in the game, then yeah. Declan Rice, man of the match. You know, there's an outrage online I see. I think it's a little bit sour by the United fan base. And you look on that field and you do wonder who is your man of the match. United didn't really have an attacking intent. Bardelow's long shot that could have went somewhere. David Raya, obviously, with that impeccable save from Delict or Xerxes, he could have got a shot off maybe. Anthony, David Raya, they're like Saliba. For me, the one that really stood out the front line, at the midfield and at the back, it really was Declan Rice. He was the one that was pressing, trying to break up play. You know, Bruno Fernandes, anytime he tried to turn, you know, Declan Rice had a bit of a second wind, and those long legs of his obviously clamped him a couple times and not allowing him to get them balls into Garnacho or at that point it was Ahmad. And I thought that was down to Declan Rice. I really think he was a driving force. And I did say if there's one player I look into that midfield that's going to annoy Manchester United the most, it would be Declan Rice because of his athleticism. I would have liked to see maybe a Kobe Minu in there because ball carrying was really missing from Manchester United that game in particular. And I thought if we want to get up the pitch a little bit more, but I'm proud of United, man. Like, because it's obviously we got written off, and I think that was respectable enough to get written off. But it's just like it's nice to see that you can see a direction, frustrations, but there's a little something. Euro getting minutes thrown in a deep end as well. It's not like we conceded from open play, but we still lost at the end of the day by another 2-goal deficit. So yeah, and in the end, the main point is quality always shines in the very end. You can have great consistent players. They can have bags of, you know, simple ability or simple footballers in and around your team. In the end, you need that spark. And that's probably what Arsenal have. Actually, not even probably, they do have over United. They just got better attackers. You know, they got better midfielders. And you know what? They just got a better team in general. And that's like, it's just, there's no harm in saying that. And I'll just say, you know, well done your 3 points. I'm not here to be salty. It's annoying. But do smash a like. Do subscribe if you're new. We will be going live if you catch this early enough. So maybe you want to catch some live shows, especially if you're a new subscriber. And yeah, we'll see. On to Saturday. I'm not Saturday, Sunday. Not too sure Arsenal got, or Man United. We've got Nottingham Forest. But there's signs, good signs in the end. Hopefully you lot have a good day. Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna catch them straight.